Your Excellency, Ambassador of Rwanda, distinguished guests, friends of Rwanda, fellow survivors, students and faculty, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Favorite Iradukunda. I have the honor of serving as Vice President of Ibuka USA, a survivor-led organization committed to preserving memory and advocating for survivors of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. I stand here carrying a profound responsibility to speak on behalf of the victims who lost their lives and the survivors who continue to live with the consequences of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. Today we gather not only to remember, but to reaffirm our shared responsibility. In just 100 days, over a million Tutsi were killed, targeted simply for being who they were. This was systematic. It was deliberate. It was organized. Tutsis were hunted. Families were destroyed. Children became orphans. Women became widows. Many women were subjected to unimaginable violence. Entire families were erased. And yet, behind these numbers are human lives, stories, and futures that were stolen. Like many survivors, I carry my own story. I lost my father, my grandparents, my father's 6 siblings, and many of their family members, beloved uncles on my mom's side, a grandmother whose love, strength, and resilience still carry me to this day, and many members of my extended family. My surviving mother endured many invisible wounds and did not live long after 1994. But I also stand here as part of a community that chose to rebuild. As survivors, we were left with nothing, emotionally, financially, and in who we were. And yet we chose to rebuild. Survivors built their lives from nothing. They built families, communities, and the nation. That is resilience. But resilience does not erase responsibility. Today, more than 3 decades later, survivors continue to live with the consequences of the genocide. Many still face trauma. Many live with lasting physical and psychological wounds. Many continue to face economic hardships. And now survivors themselves are aging, with increasing needs of care, support, and dignity. The government of Rwanda has made remarkable progress in rebuilding the country and supporting survivors. But this responsibility cannot rest on Rwanda alone. It is a shared responsibility. Because the lessons of 1994 are not confined to history. Genocide denial continues, and for survivors, denial is not just an opinion, it's a continuation of harm. In the region, anti-Tutsi ideology persists. It fuels violence. It threatens lives. At the same time, hate is spreading faster than ever. In 1994, hate was broadcast through radio. Today, it spreads instantly through social media, digital platforms, and recently, artificial intelligence. The tools have changed, but the danger remains. The question before all of us here is simple. Will we act early or will we wait until it's too late? We do recognize the important role played by the International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda in advancing justice. But we must be honest, justice remains incomplete. Some genocide convicts are still at large, and no one responsible for genocide should ever find safe haven anywhere. For survivors, this is not abstract, it's daily reality. Justice delayed is justice denied. As Ibuka US, we continue to advocate for justice that is complete, for truth that is protected, for survivors who are supported not only in the remembrance, but in their daily lives. Because remembrance without action is not enough. Today, as we reflect, we must also commit to confronting denial, to stopping hate before it becomes violence, to standing with survivors not only in the words but action. Never again for us is not a slogan, it's a responsibility that belongs to all of us. Thank you for standing with survivors. Thank you for standing with Rwanda. Because in the end, history will remember not what we said, but what we chose to do. Thank you.